Welcome back. It is Thursday, August 22nd. The MLB. Our three best bets are on the way. It is Austin, joined by Logan. Let's recap another winning day. That's what we got yesterday. 3-2. That's three straight. Let's talk about it. Bobby Witt Jr., I told you he spawns in with two bags. He's the GOAT. We love him. D-backs Marlins over 8 was sweat-free, regardless of what line you got. I think D-backs scored 10 on their own. And the parlay of the day did cash as well. Our two losses, Trey couldn't come through. Did help cash the parlay of the day, though. Did get a sack flying there. And Nick Martinez might have been up there for donation of the year, as he absolutely sucked yesterday. But hey, a 3-2 day. Logan and I will never complain about building up some profit. Today we have a 10-game card. Let's dive into the picks today. As always, if you haven't been checking out the breakdown, that's a video where I talk about every single MLB game. Today we dove a little bit even harder into some pitchers and some matchups. A lot of pitchers that have faced the opposing team that they will face today. So if you want to check out the breakdown, it was posted before this video. I enjoy doing it. It's a little bit longer than these videos, but it is fun to kind of dive through every single game, and maybe you can take some helpful nuggets from it. It's posted before this video, and we've been posting a bunch of YouTube shorts with some NFL futures. We should have another one going up on the channel today if you want to go check those out. But you guys gave me for some MLB picks. It's a shorter slate. We have some early action. Logan and I, both of our picks are actually early starts, so hopefully lock them in. I do want to note our first pick of the day technically is our parlay of the day. I believe Logan and I know the two legs we're going to put in the parlay of the day. We cashed 2 in a row, going for a third straight. Both legs will be on late games. So despite Logan and I both have an early game pick, so hopefully those picks turn out well. If you want to pick, and maybe you're watching this after the early game start, parlay of the day will be your place to go, and will involve some late games. There are only a couple of them, but Logan and I are going to talk about those in the parlay of the day. Link down below in the pinned comment and the description. You can definitely check that out. But Logan, I feel like having a good day. I see you wearing your Florida Gators polo. I believe we might be recording some college football video later on tonight to post tomorrow morning. But I'm gonna let you lead things off. I really like your pick. Like I said, early start. Where are you headed today?
Yeah, college football season can't come soon enough. I'm about there with baseball. But hey, I found an absolute winner today. I mean, watching the Cardinals win yesterday just had me feeling some type of way. So I've been on the day early jinx recently, but I found an under that I really do like, and it's the Guardians and Yankees under 8.5, -120 odds on Fanatics is your best value there. Now, actually, funny enough, as I was typing this pick, I saw it change from 8.5 to 8 on some books. Still is 8.5 on Fanatics, but if your book has it at 8, I mean, it is dropping. So I would play it at 8 as well. Obviously, you got the push potential there, whereas the 8.5 would cash on the hook. But I really do like this pick after back-to-back overs in this series. This is a good spot for an under. It really, reading this game, it's screaming under at me. Both these two starting pitchers are guys I can trust for an under as well. Let's talk about the first one. It's Garrett Cole, Yankees ace, 4.15 ERA, 1.37 WHIP. Cole has finally done what I needed to see him do, which was string together 2 decent starts of 6 innings pitched, 0 earned runs, and also 5 1/3 innings pitched, 1 earned run in his last 2 August starts. Garrett Cole, obviously coming back from injury, I needed to see him get back into form, round into that elite strikeout guy that he is. And right now, he's currently 77th percentile in K percentage. So he's finally starting to climb back up to where I know him to be. His fastball velocity is finally getting there too. He's 81st percentile there. So a few of the other categories are not quite there, like hard hit percentage, ground ball, but he's a pitcher that I want to trust in this spot. And it's also a fade of the Guardians offense. Because, I mean, Garrett Cole obviously is an ace, but this Guardians offense, they stink, man. Their last 14 days versus righties, they are pretty much unbackable. Cleveland, 29th in batting average, 28th in OPS, 29th in WRC+. All those metrics to say they are near last. They are like second to last in a lot of the more important categories against righties. I can't trust them against Garrett Cole today. I mean, what sort of evidence is there that they're going to just break out of their funk, except for, me being a fade? I don't know. Cole, he has an 18.5 outs line and a 1.5 earned run line. Those are what I call the masterclass lines. You see pitchers with those lines like Zach Wheeler or whatever, and when they have those lines, they normally go out and absolutely deal. I think Garrett Cole goes out and absolutely deals today. I think he has a great start. And then on the other side, Gavin Williams starts for the Guardians, 5.02 ERA and a 1.42 WHIP. Gavin Williams is not an ace, but what I do know is that he's a much better pitcher on the road, 2.49 ERA compared to an 8.66 ERA at home. I don't know what the heck this man doesn't like about Cleveland, but I mean, having a near 9 ERA at home is just not good. I mean, so good thing it isn't in Cleveland today. He's coming off a bad 5-earned run game to Milwaukee, but looking at his game log, I think he's having I think he's having the good start, bad start flip flop. If you look at him, it's like good start, bad start, good start, bad start. I mean, I think it sets up perfectly for a nice little pattern of a good start today. If you look at his lines, he has a 2.5 earned run line, juice to the under, which is normally a good sign. I mean, if he got the 1.5 earned run line, this would be a 10 unit max bet on the under, but it's not. I mean, a 2.5 is fair for a guy like that. But with runners in scoring position, Gavin Williams has been okay. I mean, he's only allowing a 239 batting average, and then he's facing a Yankees offense that, I mean, get your keyboards out. Let me know how good they are. Oh, again, they're scorching again. Yeah, but over the last 14 days versus righties, the Yankees 13th in batting average, 9th in OPS, 5th in WRC plus. So yes, they're starting to finally look like the Bronx Bombers, the offense that people expect. But I'm not ready to completely fear this Yankees team and say, yeah, they're untouchable. I can either back them or never fade them because they're untouchable. This is a day game spot. And now what do I mean by that? Could they come out sleepwalking a little bit against Gavin Williams? I mean, maybe just trying to hit home runs, hit grand slams, and just put this game out of reach early. I could see it. I mean, this Yankees team is boom or bust for a reason. I mean, in an early game slot, I really do think Gavin Williams can come out and have a solid start. Not the craziest thing in the world. And then we go to the bullpens. Over the last 14 days, Cleveland 5th in bullpen ERA, Yankees 28th in bullpen ERA. So the Guardians bullpen, I mean, they should be in good form today because they didn't have to use any of their A-team guys. They got to use guys like Eli Morgan out of the bullpen yesterday. And then the good arms will hopefully be ready today. Obviously, the Yankees bullpen, I mentioned, they're back of the pack recently. But, I mean, if you see Clay Holmes, this game's tight. Clay Holmes, maybe live bet Guardians to score. But I still think this game goes under pretty decently. Give me the under in this one as my best bet of the day. But, Austin, I need you to balance me out. You got a total pick. Where is it?
Yeah, Logan, we both can't have unders on the card, so I do have an over, and it is going to be an early start. I do want to note a couple extra things about your pick, because I really like it. Guardians finishing up a 6-game road trip. They go back home for 10 straight games. Maybe they rest some guys today. You never know there. And the Yankees, like you talked about, their bullpen not been great. Yesterday, they got a really good start out of Cortez, so only used one guy after using everyone in the first game of the series. So on paper, the Yankees bullpen's better than 25th. But for my favorite pick of the day, it's another early start. We're going to Rockies and Nationals. I really like the over in this game at 8.5 at -125. I've talked about this before. I'd rather lay up to about -125, maybe -130 on a total instead of taking the push line at 9 or whatnot. Especially, to cash a Rockies Nationals over 9, you need 10 runs. I feel like 10. I mean, I feel like this is a game that you see either like 4 runs or you see like 12, 13 runs where it's a no sweat, kind of like the D-backs Marlins one yesterday. I really like the over though. So if it's only 9 for you, feel free to take it. I think both these two teams have a good chance of putting up 4 or 5 runs apiece. Now let's talk about Patrick Corbin, who will go. Well, actually, let's just talk about the series so far. Through 2 games in this series, we've seen 4 and 7 runs. So you'd be like, so the under smacked both 2 games. It wasn't like it was sweat free. First game, these teams combined to go 3 for 17 with runners in scoring position. The second time, 4 for 17. Look, we start to get those timely hits. We could be looking at an easy over. Let's talk about Patrick Corbin, though. 5.92 ERA and a 1.57 whip. We know what Patrick Corbin is at this stage in his career. He's an innings eater for the Nationals, and even if he's getting racked, they're still leaving him out there. And in these last 4 starts, we've seen him allow that 10 earned runs to the D-backs, 4, 4, and 2. So coming off an okay start, only 2 earned runs allowed to the Phillies at Citizens Bank Park. Now, a thing that we like about Corbin, I just talked about runners in scoring position stats. Corbin struggled. 324 batting average with runners in scoring position, improves to 377. So he's really struggled getting the final out of the inning and really struggling. And we know the Rockies, are they the best hitting team? No, absolutely not. But I feel like they can actually get something going here. Let's talk about the Rockies. They've faced now 3 straight lefties. The first one, DJ Hers, they got 2 or 3 earned runs on him. Yesterday, Mitchell Parker cooked them. But it's Patrick Corbin. He's not a guy with a lot of strikeout pitches, which is kind of where the Rockies can struggle. And I think that we can see them put up, and I think we can trust the Rockies a little bit to get something going. And they've had some good splits against Corbin. Blackman's 289. He might not even be in the lineup today, but Rogers 462, McMahon 375. Both Ezekiel Tovar and Nolan Jones 2 for 3. The only guy that's really struggled against Corbin on the Rockies is Jacob Stallings. He's like 1 for 16, but he hasn't played since like Sunday. So hopefully we can see. He hasn't played in almost a week. week, honestly. So hopefully we can see them absolutely get some run support and get some runs up on Corbin and hopefully put up 6 on him for all I care. Next up for Cal Quantrill, he will start for the Rockies. On the road, he's actually been worse away from Coors Field, believe it or not. 5.1 ERA and a 1.42 whip. He's allowing a 276 batting average on the road, 311 batting average on balls in play. Now, we know the Nationals, they have the lowest K percentage against righties. They don't really strike out, and Cal Quantrill's not a strikeout pitcher. This will really come down to, can the Nationals lift the ball and get the line drives instead of having rollover on ground balls? That's what this comes down to. Cal, they have seen him. He faced the Nationals on June 22nd. So about 2 months ago to the date, which is just noticed that. That's kind of weird. 6 innings pitched, 7 hits, 3 earned runs. I mean, Cal is what he is. He's going to go out there. He's going to give up some hits. He's going to walk some guys. I mean, Cal, his last 6 starts, 5-3-2, 7-3, and 3 earned runs. So we've seen him kind of have a really bad start with 5, then 2 decent starts, really bad start with 7, 2 decent starts. Could this be that really bad start? Certainly could. He's walked 2+ batters in 5 straight games. He's led 2 homers in back-to-back starts against the Padres. I really think they can get something going against him. The only saving grace for Cal Quantrill is that he's good with runners in scoring position. But hey, that's always could change. The Nationals are a team that can't put the ball in play. I trust their bats to get something going. And then when we get to the bullpens, because I doubt we get an easy over, the Rockies bullpen 25th in ERA the last 2 weeks. The Nationals on paper first. I'm going to be honest with you. The Nationals are not the best bullpen in baseball. They have a lot of guys in there that I'm confident will give us some base runners late in this game. So I really do think that we'll see runs on these starters in Quantrill and Corbin, see runs on those bullpens too. So look, I really like this game. I really like the over. I don't think it's as sweat-free as yesterday's, which cashed in like the 4th inning. But I do think that we see some runs in this game early and then in late too. So give me this over Rockies Nationals over 8.5. Like I said, you could take it at 9, just like you can take Logan's Guardians Yankees at 8. Pretty confident that they're going to either smack or they ain't getting close. So we'll see how it goes. I really like our picks on the today's card. So let's try to go for a 4th straight winning day. Love a 3-0 sweep. That would be electric, but let's cash these picks. And a reminder, our parlay of the day involves some late games. So maybe if you're watching this video after 1:05 and the games have already started, or maybe you're watching it late in the afternoon, I pray that we are 2-0. And if we aren't, we're definitely cashing the parlay of the day. So go check it out. I'll link it on the screen. We'll link down below in the pinned comment in the description. You guys have a great day. It's Austin Logan. We're signing out. See you guys back again tomorrow. Peace.